What's going on, guys? This is Pokemon Mystery Mail Day number 85. It's kind of crazy to think that we've had 85 mail days on this channel. A lot of the times opening multiple packages, so it's a lot of mail. I have a big box that's been piling up. I just haven't gotten to get to it. The bar has been getting crazy. I'm taking on more shifts, more of a role. Anyways, let's go ahead and get into it because we have a lot of stuff to go over. And honestly, I'm just going to cap it off at like 20-ish minutes-ish. So let's go ahead and get into it. I've got my Shrade Blade. And let's go. So I'm going to open this one first because honestly, I'm very, very anxious to see what the condition of everything in here is. I specifically asked the seller to send these carefully packaged, and this is not my idea of carefully packaged whatsoever for the value of product that is in here, that is supposedly in here. This is like super, super amateur stuff. This is the most amateur packaging I've ever seen for such a high dollar item. And I'm definitely not happy about it, but I'm just hoping everything is okay. All right, so first things first, I've never seen the seal looking quite like this. I don't know. I'm gonna show you guys. I'm gonna show you guys exactly what I just got from this seller. You can let me know what you think. This seal is just wild. There is so much going on here with this seal. Babe, you know I've collected a lot of theme decks. Look at this seal right here. Doesn't that look ratchet? That does not look like a factory job done by Pokemon. I don't know. I just don't know. I'm going to have to look at my other theme decks, but as you guys can see, this top seal up here just looks messy. The seal up top does look okay, but I'm definitely going to have to check and compare with my other decks. Resealing is a rampant problem in the hobby. Let's see, this looks pretty messed up below here, but...
Well, there's glue residue. Is that glue residue?
It's definitely glue residue.
Yeah, it's like cracked.
I just
glue
don't...
residue.
I don't know really what to make of it. And it's always something. Whenever I'm ordering these Blaine theme decks... Hi, baby. Hey, baby. Hey, baby. Hi, baby. Anyways, I'm also a family man collector. I don't like paying top dollar for items and getting them in and then immediately being like, yeah, this is suspect. It was packed terribly. The seal doesn't necessarily look correct. I mean, no, there's a lot. There's a lot.
Play. Let's go play. Come on, let's go play.
All right, and terrible packaging. Honestly, like, this was not packed to protect these in shipping at all. And honestly, this is not in the least bit indicative of somebody that cares about what they're shipping out and knows that it's a valuable item. It's just kind of tossed in here and shipped out, and that was that. So let's look at this one. This Aquapolis theme deck looks good. It looks good. So the seals on this, everything looks proper. Everything looks very proper. Okay, so, and luckily, neither of these are damaged, but I do want to say I'm not happy about how these were shipped out. I'm very, very fortunate and lucky these weren't damaged. This is a Aquapolis theme deck. From the Aquapolis set right there. I actually have this one already. I was actually trying to get the pair of these, the Rock Garden featuring Nidoking, and then this has the Ninetales. I already have the Ninetales one, and I have the Nidoking artwork Rock Garden theme deck, but I did not have it fully sealed like this. This is a 100% genuine factory seal. There's nothing iffy or weird about the factory seal on this. Everything is super clean and clear. But as you guys can imagine, and I'm definitely going to look at my other theme decks and see if they have anything reminiscent of what's going on this Blaine deck. It's got some kind of residue. Got some kind of residue at the bottom here. I don't know what this is. Hold on, let's zoom that, focus that in. I don't know what this residue is. I mean, it's definitely indicative of, you know, sitting in an attic or something for a really long time, you know, potentially. This seal doesn't look terrible, but I've seen it all. I've been collecting these theme decks for a very long time. This Blaine deck is, I think, factory sealed. I'm not entirely sure. I think it's factory sealed, but it's my job on this channel to be transparent and skeptical. It does look good though. The deck itself looks like it was not damaged in shipping. I think that was honestly just pure luck. It does have a tiny little ding right here. It looks like it was a little crushed. Looks like it was a little crushed. And then this one side doesn't have any damage to it. This side doesn't have any damage to it. I don't know. I'm going to certainly have to look at my other theme decks. I want to say, like, I know that Wizards of the Coast is its potential. There's always the potential that they're human beings. They mess up. They mess up the process of packaging all these things out. They had, you know, tens of thousands of these, hundreds of thousands of these, you know, packaged out and sent off. So there's a good chance that some of them, you know, the seal wasn't perfect. It was glued together, but the seal wasn't perfect. I'm going to show you guys what this seal looks like. And these are from a completely different era. This is like from 2000, whereas this one, let's see if this one has, so this one was wrapped up differently, but you guys can see the difference in the seal job here. This one is just very, very clean and crisp and clear, and this one is kind of messy. It's kind of messy. I will say it goes all along the seal and the bottom. It's very consistent, so there's a good chance this did just come from the factory like this. And honestly, if everything checks out, I'm gonna compare it with my other theme decks. I will not be shipping these out. It's my job just to be transparent and check everything out, and it does look good. And it is overall in really good shape and will make a fantastic addition to my theme deck collection. But I'm definitely going to be comparing it against the other ones I have. And also, it's just weird. It has this like dirt at the bottom of it. Definitely going to have to compare this seal to what else I have going on. Anyways, moving on, I'm just really happy that that's not damaged. The Aquapolis deck, which is, I think, arguably worth more, is in great shape and 1000% factory sealed. So that's a good thing. I did not expect that I'd be analyzing that for 8 minutes, but I spent pretty much $800 on these two decks right here. These are very, very rare, very hard to find in the wild. You don't see them pop up often. So it's only natural that I would be super skeptical and try to be as transparent as possible. Okay. So I'm definitely going to compare that with my other. You know what? I'm gonna get my Blaine theme decks right now. I'm gonna compare all my Blaine theme decks right now. I can only fit 3 in my hands, so I'll bring my 3 nicest ones up here. I will say this one is very similar as well. This other one that I have that's definitely factory sealed, very similar as well. Kind of a botched up job on the side, very similar top seal. So this could be a good thing. I just want to check with all of these and make sure everything is good. Okay, so this one's from EB Kids. This is probably my nicest condition one. And the seal is absolutely phenomenal on this one. The seal is perfect on this one. It looks very clean. There's no possible way this was ever resealed. It's very, very clean. The seal job is very good. Everything is, yeah, like I said, super clean. All right, let's look at another one. There's the seal job up top. You guys can use this for reference if you ever get into collecting these kind of caliber of theme decks. If we go on to this side, it is one whole strip all the way down. Now, they could have been different, but it's one whole strip all the way down. Super clean, folded seal on that end. So basically, this one and this one have a very similar botched up seal job. And they do look similar. So I do want to go ahead and say that that's a factory botched up seal job and that it's pretty normal. Also, I want to note that both of these have that long strip seal going down the whole box. So I think that also verifies them even more. But I take my Blaine decks super seriously, and I wanted to make sure that those are 100%, without a doubt, authentic. Okay, moving forward, open this little one. This one's from Singapore, which I have no idea what I would have ordered from Singapore. Ah, okay, this card. So, wow, I knew I was waiting on something. So this is an Armaldo. This is a holo that I need for EX Sandstorm. I actually have this holo already. I needed it to complete a theme deck that I'm trying to sell. But this one is for the binder, so that's here. That's good. That came. I can reuse that as well. Okay. Razzle. Okay, let's open up what we got from Razzle here. It's in a box, a rigid box. This is how stuff should be shipped out. It should be shipped out in a rigid box, like so. Oh, and this is my limited edition Pikachu, wrapped very nicely. I forgot there's actually a game thrown in here. How am I getting this open, Orion? Careful with this knife, super sharp. All right, so we got a Monsters Inc. and we got a Stuart Little. We got a Monsters Inc. and a Stuart Little in here. Those were thrown in. More games that I probably will never play. And then here we have the prized possession, which I will have to do some cleaning up, maybe take it apart and go inside. Everything appears original. Has a tiny ding at the top. Did not see that. Show you guys the back. So this is a Pikachu Game Boy Color. I've been wanting to cross this one off my list for a while. It has the original stickers on the back. Looks super clean, super nice. Everything is original and authentic. My only gripe with it is that there is and I probably take this off with isopropyl alcohol, but I have to be super careful. Right here, we have a scuff. You guys probably can't even see that on camera. But yeah, beautiful. We've got Jigglypuff, Togepi, Pikachu right here. We've got the Pokeball where the power signal comes on. And do I have batteries to test this with? No, I don't have batteries to test this with. So bear with me. I don't do this often, but I'm going to go get some batteries. Sorry guys. Normally I'm prepared, but did not have any batteries in here at the time. Okay. Got some rechargeable batteries here. Let's go ahead and like the sticker is super old and worn down, but that's super common with these. The battery connections look really clean. I'm happy about that. There's like some kind of oil on these batteries right now. Okay, let's power this thing on. And unlike the SP, the volume knob is kind of counterintuitive. It actually goes down for higher volume. So let's go ahead and switch this bad boy on. Okay, the sound works very good. A lot of times the sound does not work. Well, let's see if it will boot up this game. I'm sure it will. They were thrown together in the listing. Oh, let's try this again. Okay. Come on. Boot up and play your game. Wow. So, actually worried here right now, as I don't know why this is not booting up properly. Already running into problems on this mail day. Sometimes Nintendo is weird like that. See if it works this time. Beautiful. Looks like everything is working. These things are very old. Oh my God. There we go. You've got your Monsters Inc. Okay, so turn that off. Everything works. That's very good. Huge sigh of relief there that everything here works and is original. Looks really good. So we've got another console crossed off our list. Let's move forward here. Okay. Now, I also have an obligation to open this stuff because one, I have to rate these sellers, and two, honestly, I'm just going to keep ordering stuff anyways, so I need to make sure I stay on top of it. It's just hard to get to everything all the time. Okay. Not sure what else I could do here to get this open. All right. Okay. Atlantis Games Comics. Let's see what we got here. Shipped properly. I know what this is. I'm very excited to have this to show to you guys. So professionally. This is so professionally shipped. Beautiful. Beautiful. You've got the beautiful reverse Tauros from Legendary Collection. Wow. So they have a sticker on what they think it was valued at, $200. I actually won this for $70. This box is empty, right? This box, this lava theme deck, which is what this deck goes with. I have 4 boxes. 3 of them have complete decks in them. This is a complete deck that I guess no one bid on because it didn't have the box. There are definitely more competitive bids put in when it has the box and everything going along with it. But that is my last box that's empty. So now I have a deck that will directly go into that box. This is super nicely packaged. I really, really appreciate that. Really appreciate that they did that. Honestly, they will be getting a good review from me. All right, so you've got your reverse Tauros. And then we've got our non-holo Charizard, which is kind of the pinnacle card from this theme deck. And then all of these cards are Legendary Collection. Let's go through these. Also the backs of these, if you guys haven't noticed that, the cards are mint. Super nice. I think I got a really good deal on this. None of the rest of these are sleeved, but you've got Charmeleon, Charmander. You've got like 4 Charmanders. You've got Rattata, Sandshrew, Sandslash, Ponyta, Rapidash, Mankey, Primeape, Onix. We've got our trainers. And let's make sure our trainers are Legendary Collection. these energies, legendary collection, and I just lost some cards on the floor. And then the energies, and this is weird, but the energies that go with legendary collection are actually from Neo Genesis set. That's why it has that star there. That's completely normal. Definitely confused me when I first realized that. Let me get these cards off the ground. Oh, I need to put these back in the box. Okay. Anyways, the main reason I was so excited to get this deck is because none of my decks are this clean or came complete. I usually had to complete a couple missing cards. Look how white the sides of this theme deck are. These cards are mint. These cards are mint. They look mint from the back. They're super clean on the side. I'm going to keep all this stuff together. And yeah, the Charizard, the centering on this Charizard could have been better. It's a little thick at the top. But yeah, non-hollow Charizard, those can go for bids sometimes up to $80 for the Legendary Collection non-hollow. And I just got the whole deck mint condition. This is going to go into my nicest box for sure. This is the nicest Lava Collection theme deck that I have. It might as well have just been sealed. Especially to me, everything looks super duper clean. And I did send them an offer, which they would not accept. But I totally respect that. Honestly, if I knew how clean this was going to be, yeah, it would have been worth $200. Still win an auction for $70. Still got it for bottom dollar. Actually, I think there was one more bid at $77. You know, I put like a $300 bid in. So this could have gone a lot higher if people bid it up. I think that these lava theme decks are extremely valuable. I know that there are sealed lava theme decks that go for $2,000 or more. I know I've seen listings for a lot less, and I've seen listings for a lot more, but for the most part, I haven't seen any that went for less than $1,700, and that's sealed. But those cards are mint. Aside from being in the box, having all the pamphlets, and also and just the cellophane wrapping, you're getting the exact same thing for way, way, way less. So this is why I'm in the hobby long term, because you're going to find deals like this that I haven't seen in 3 years. I have not seen anything like this in years. The fact that people bid on so many of these theme decks, and then something like a Legendary Collection Lava theme deck, mint condition, just goes completely under the radar. I don't understand it. Especially for the fact that I had to bid $380 to get this Blaine deck, which honestly, not even nearly as rare as a lava deck. But anyways, moving forward. Oh God, this is from DK Oldies. I've seen a lot of bad reviews on DK Oldies, so now I'm actually really worried. This is not ideal. I am definitely worried. I don't know how this could be from DK Oldies. Oh God, I am definitely worried right now, guys. Oh boy. Okay. Now, I'm sure people get good stuff from them too. I'm just skeptical because there have been a lot of bad reviews on DK Oldies. So, let's go ahead and get into it. Okay, so this is not a game, so I'm actually happy because something like this makes sense to get for a deal from DK Oldies. Whew, thank gosh. We've got Pokemon related, non-console. Okay, so now I know why I won this in auction. So we have a Pokemon Silver Edition. I do not have this one. If I put it to the side, you can see all of the warping on this box. Not to mention on, not that side, but on this side. Let's go ahead and zoom that in. You guys can see that it's torn right here. I'm already bidding on another box, so I will just have to sell this one. Hopefully the game is at least in good condition. The front of the box actually looks really good. I'm still going to treat this with respect and love. I have a bunch of inserts that I ordered off Amazon. I will be putting an insert in here and putting it into a nice display case. Until I get another one or win another one, this one will not get sold. But yeah, I'm going to show you guys. We've got Slow King and I'm forgetting what his name is. Electabuzz's baby form, Hoot Hoot. Oh, and we've got more damage on this side. Didn't even see that. More damage on this side, yeah. Yet again, DK Oldies letting everybody down and kind of not transparently showing all the photos of these. Huge bummer. DK Oldies, I think, is going to burn. Honestly, I'm seeing, now that I'm getting into the console world, I'm seeing a lot of people trash DK Oldies. If I sold something like this, I would say, hey, it has a cut here. It has damage on this side. It's got damage right there. I would make all that stuff known. Otherwise, the back, and I do get why it went for as much as it did in bidding. This went for 117. What I love about this, though, is it does have the game. So let's go ahead and open this up and see if the game runs. Oh, I didn't know that. There's Pokeballs on the side. Okay, so this actually has the insert. It looks like it's an original insert, too. And the game itself is in really, really good condition. Wow, okay. Maybe DK Oldies is good for some things. But here's the game. It's in really good condition. I'm very happy with the game itself. Perfect to swap into another box. All right, let's get this Game Boy game out here. And let's power up our Game Boy game. And let's see if this thing runs properly. Boop. I got silver plugged into my Game Boy Color. This is like super old school retro right here. All right. I will say the Nintendo symbol is like garbled on the Game Boy, which is not a good sign for the game. If you guys can see this, like no cap, that's a garbled Nintendo symbol. That means the game is probably not running. DK Oldies knew this. They refurbish games and they knew this. So I literally saw a video from somebody recently that said DK Oldies ruined my life. I could see how that would be applicable. I might have to put this in my SP and see if it's... Okay, so now I blew into it. It powers up fine. So this is weird. Not only is this console really old, but just Nintendo products in general are really old. All right, so I don't know if you guys can see the Lugia. Man, it is so faint. You can barely... There we go. If we get some natural light on that, you can just barely see it. But, okay, so it says new game. I don't even know if this will save the game. So I'm going to see if this will even save the game. I'm just trying to get in here as soon as possible so that I can save this. I mean, it runs, but it probably is going to need a new battery. Thank you guys for bearing with me. I have a lot of packaging here. I might actually get through all of it. We're only 30 minutes in. I could probably do an hour-long video and get through all of my mail just to catch up on everything, make sure I got everything I paid for. You know, there's only a 30-day money-back guarantee, so if I don't do this within 30 days, won't be able to get my money back if anything is off, which I rarely, due to a lack of time or care, I rarely ever return anything unless it's a scam and fake. All right. What'd you say your name was? Okay, continue. Let's just see if it saves. I'm very interested to see if it saves. And I have everything I need to open up these games, open up this console, clean everything out. I do want to point out with this Game Boy that it has a tiny, tiny little nick right at the top here. A little bit of a bummer. Did not see that in the photos. It's never what it seems. The color actually looks really good in silver. I could give it that. I really like that about silver and gold. Okay. Mom is coming to talk to me in the game right now. All right. I'm sorry, guys. I have to make sure this saves. I have everything on record. It's on camera. So I just want to make sure that everything is proper. And if it doesn't save, not a huge deal. It will be another game that I have to repair. But definitely don't want to have to repair these games. I want them to save so I can put it in the box and forget about it. Because I'm already playing my gold that has a new battery and my yellow that has a new battery. Oh my gosh. I don't care what day it is. Oh my gosh, it takes so long with the clock adjustment to get this game started. This is going to be such a pain in the butt when you're trying to just figure out if this game saves. Good Lord. Okay. Okay. Save. I've got 1 minute in. Saving. Okay. So, just want to show you guys. Okay. I'm gonna hit save. Let's zoom that in real quick there. I'm gonna hit save. You want to overwrite the file? Yes. So it's saving. Wait. Save file, is it okay to overwrite? Yes. Silver is saved. Okay. Turn it off. Here we go. Turn it back on. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, and continue. So it does save. Good. Good. Okay, so that saves. Awesome. All right, DK Oldies. Despite all your bad press, you are good to go on this time. Doesn't come with a manual or anything, which typically these do. It's just the kind of battered box and the game. But I can always get a new box. I will say listings are always kind of not what they seem on eBay. You have to go in with a bit of an open mind that it might not, most likely won't be what you're paying for. But everything works. And for the most part, the front of the box looks good. So let's continue. Okay. This is from CR Some Games. I know exactly what this is. Been very excited to open this up. And also anxiety ridden, thinking that I made a bad decision. Could have bought 3 consoles for the cost of this console. CR Sun Games is a modder and refurbisher. Packaging was very good. So I had a black Game Boy as a kid. So I decided to go with the blacked out version. So here it is. It's got a brand new screen, although there's no peel off on there. I'm sure it doesn't have a battery either. Okay, no. So black, everything is blacked out. I do think it's cool. This system is definitely me. Like, this has my personality. It's all blacked out. That looks really, really cool. Let's go ahead and, did I already put that game away? Yes. Let's see what Pokemon Silver looks like on our new improved backlit IPS mod Game Boy. I don't really think this is worth it. I'm going to say right off the bat, it feels super cheap. These shells feel super cheap. It does not feel nearly as good as the real deal, but that's besides the point. We just want to make sure that this works, and maybe with the batteries in there, that extra weight will make it feel a little bit more sturdy, a little fuller. Okay. I'll also be interested to take this apart and see what the board looks like. Put that in there. Everything is very snug, so now it has a nicer weight to it. With the batteries in there, it has a nicer weight to it. So let's go ahead and turn this on. Whoa. Backlit Game Boy. Yeah, this is actually weird. This looks hella weird. So let me zoom that in for you guys. Yo, hella weird. The full color. Where's my, pretty loud too. Has a good speaker. Damn, the color is super vibrant. I gotta say, definitely a big fan of the backlit screen. Wow. Guys, that looks really, really cool. That looks really, really cool. Whoa, this is unlike anything I've ever seen before. Wow, having a fully backlit screen. Whoa, this is, so, yeah. This is my new gaming setup. the screen, I want to say right off the bat that there's a little bit of dirt in there. I want to say right off the bat that the screen doesn't fit it perfectly. Let's see. So you can actually change that. I don't think that was doable before, but maybe I'm wrong on that. I wonder where the brightness settings are. Wonder if you hold it. I don't know if there's brightness settings. Either way, I'm not too worried about it. I'll figure that out later. But I just want to show you guys, CR Sun Games is a reliable place to buy these modded. I paid $200 for this. I was trying to get a deal on it to do a review on it, but $200 was the deal. So whatever. I do like it. It's really, really sleek in that all black. I imagine with a, red or sapphire, ruby, emerald cartridge in the back, it would look really, really slick with that color popping off on the black. But yeah, CR Sun Games, you can get a reliable Game Boy Advance from them modded, and that is beautiful. Let's put that back in there. My first modified Game Boy Advance. Very cool. In my opinion, nothing beats vintage, but I do want to say nothing beats the original handheld. Nothing beats authentic OEM. So while this was fun, it really, in the end, was exactly what I thought it would be. It's kind of a light, cheap, plasticky shell. The screen looking new is really beautiful, but you can find consoles for 60, 70 bucks that look almost as good, that are authentic. It does have a backlit screen though, so that's pretty cool, and it's very slick, very new. So definitely gonna put this back in here. And I've got another console crossed off my list. I don't have to go after buying another modded console. I know exactly what to expect. I kind of want the aluminum boxy pixel version of that. I was bidding on one, but I lost. That has a USB-C charging port, which I think is really cool. But anyways, moving forward, let's continue this, because we can do this. All right, Amethyst cards. I know exactly who this is. Super excited to get this. Super excited to get this. My favorite theme deck of all time currently. And this will make my my fourth one. This will make, my fourth one. I don't know if there's anything in here. Maybe there's something extra in there. But let's go ahead and get this open. I need to be very careful here. We've got a very expensive theme deck here, in my opinion. Very well packaged. Amethyst, very well done. Very well done indeed. Okay. So, it has a little bit of damage on the box. I do have a nicer box. It does need to be wiped down and cleaned off a good bit. But I can do that. Not a big deal. The back looks good. The bottom looks good. Top has a little bit of creasing. So, boom. We've got the lava theme deck, which, yes, as you guys know, I actually picked up 2 of these. So, it's got that beautiful, legendary, hollow popping off on the deck box. This is why this is my favorite box. And it has Charizard featured on top. And it has a Charizard in the deck. So, this was just the deck that I bought from one seller. Both of these went up in auction this week. This was amazing for me. This is the thing I was most excited about opening up. And let's get into it. So I paid $150 winning this auction, box, all the pamphlets, and the deck. Let's go ahead and I'm going to show you guys that hollow pattern. Pops off beautifully. And then let's see if we can get the light on this. If I can show you guys the imperfections. It doesn't have a lot. We've got a dent up here, and we've got a dent right here. That's it. That's the only issue with the front of this box. It's a very clean front box. Let's go ahead and open it up and see what our product looks like. Again, very, very well packaged. These guys clearly knew what they were doing. Okay, so, and the deck looks minty. It looks minty, crisp. Let's put that down here. And then it comes with, awesome, comes with every single pamphlet. There is no coin, but luckily for me, pretty sure it did come with a coin. I do have multiples of these lava theme deck coins just over the years. I have found them. So we've got the card list. We've got this little promotional legendary collection pamphlet here. We've got our counters, and we've got our booklet with the Venusaur, the CD promo Venusaur. So beautiful. It looks like everything is there. Now we need to, now there is something extra here. I'm guessing the Charizard is here. Wow, another spectacular condition. Look at that, white. That is super clean, guys. These cards have not been played with. Super, super clean, guys. Let's go through here. It's got all the cards. Everything is complete. It's a full deck. Very, very happy. Everything is Legendary Collection. Neogenesis Energies. Minty fresh. Beautiful. Very happy. Now let's get this open. This is our Charizard. This is really the money of the theme deck. But again, the box, the cards, all this stuff is getting very hard to find these days. Looks like there's 2 cards in here. Oh, our reverse. Beautiful, and it's in great condition. Here's the Charizard, very well centered, very minty, very crisp. Beautiful, very well centered. Here's the back. No wear on this thing at all. Minty, beautiful card. Would definitely do well if it was graded. And then here's the reverse. Every one of these lava legendary theme decks, whether it's Turmoil or Lava, they both come with a reverse. So this one came with the Boss's Way. I'll take it. So that is a pass for me. I'll be leaving good feedback for them. And let's continue, because we've got a long way to go. I'm going to try and save the best for last. Okay, we've got from Jewel. Let's see what we're working with here, Jewel. Let's see what we're working with. Okay. I love this blade. This blade is easier to work with than the razor, in my opinion. It holds in my hand better. Okay, we're 42 minutes in. We're doing good. We're doing right now. We're doing good, guys. I'm going to get through everything in this mail day, a massive box of stuff. Thank you for your purchase. We hope you're happy with it and leave us positive feedback. Have an awesome day. Okay, this was shipped with, we have, is this the original? Yes, we have an original charger. You don't usually get the original charger. And these were fully packaged in bubble. This seller said he was going through his son's closet and found these. Wow, these are nice. These are both really nice. They both have some wear around the hinges. But overall, both still very nice. I won this. I'll have to take it apart and do some cleaning. But I got these for, I think, $140, I want to say. $140 for both of these. They're very clean. Now I have a cobalt and I have a flame red. What's up?
She just fell asleep, so don't
Oh, okay. I'm almost done. Both of these look really good. As you can see, we've got some wear along the hinges. These still would sell super easily if I wanted to sell them. For now, they're just going to stay in my collection because I don't have the red or the blue SPs. Let's go ahead and take a look at the insides. Usually the inside isn't a cause for concern, and neither is the inside of these. They're both pretty clean. Again, I did not get a crazy good deal on these. Basically paid $75 a piece. And honestly, that is kind of the market price for what you can get these for. Although I will say on these larger listings where there's multiple consoles, usually people don't bid as high. I feel like you're going to pay more going one console at a time. Whereas for both of these, I paid one shipping fee, got 2 consoles, got a legitimate Nintendo charger, and I got both colors for $75 a piece. I know my local video game store has these for $90 a piece. With tax, that's $99. So you'd be paying $100 for these. Whereas I basically paid $80 with the shipping on each of these and tax. So I'm pretty happy with that overall. Saved about $20 on each console. I have no idea what this one is because it doesn't show the sticker on the back. But this one is a 001. So it's backlit, but not crazy backlit. Let's go ahead and This one turns on. Sound is good. Battery is red. Needs to charge. That's very normal. Let's close that back up. There's nothing like the feel of an OEM console. I don't care how cool or modified consoles are. And the backlight for the 001 is fine. You don't need the 101 that costs twice as much in auctions. You don't need that one. I just saw one that went for like $500. It was like a graphite 101, which I picked up for $150, but it had the box with it. $500, that's ridiculous for an SP, in my opinion. Now let's see if this one works and powers up properly. Yeah, this one just needs to be cleaned. I literally have stuff coming off of my fingernail. We've got, you know, dead skin cells, nasty stuff, but I have all the tools I need to clean this up. So this one does not turn on. Hopefully it will charge. I know the listing said both consoles power up. So let's just make sure that this actually charges. Otherwise, this console, getting these for a deal is not going to matter if this doesn't power up. The cord is pretty long, so I should be able to show you guys everything powering up. It does show that it's taking a charge. See if we can show the camera this. It does show that it's taking a charge. And you guys will be able to hear this. All right, so this one is turning on as well. Okay, cool. So I'm gonna let this one charge. These probably both need to charge for a long time. So I'm gonna let those charge. Everything works. This stuff is 20 years old, so you have to keep in mind, it might not always power on immediately. It might not play a game immediately, but almost always, if after a couple tries, it's just like my old Nintendo 64. If I blow in the cartridge a couple times, eventually it does work. Everything powers on. All right, let's open. This feels super empty. Anthony, that's one way to ship a single card. Feels like there's just a single card. Oh, I know what this is. I know what this is. I won this by mistake. This actually goes hand in hand with my video talking about sometimes you overextend yourself buying so much stuff that you don't even get the items you really want. I won this. I overpaid for it, but I won this just trying to get a feel for the market. And because honestly, I already have this and the box, but I wanted one that I could play and sell. Okay, we have a Sapphire game. Most importantly, it's in good condition and it looks legit. But let's go ahead and open it up and see. Beautiful, beautiful condition game. I paid $90 for this game. I know that might be a little steep, but the front of it looks legit and it's very, very clean. Definitely collectible worthy. Let's go ahead and open this up right now and make sure that it's legit. You can get this kit on Amazon for like 20 bucks. Super helpful. Has every tool that you would need to go into these old consoles and old Nintendo 64 cartridges. Very, very helpful. It has both the, oh man, this thing is just super easy to work with. You could tell, I think this has been gone into already. Potentially the battery has been changed as well. Slide this down, open this up. Okay, so it does look like the battery was changed at some point, which is good for me. It means that it'll be playable. This is what you're looking for when you buy a old Game Boy Nintendo cartridge, Pokemon Game Boy cartridge. You'll see Nintendo here. You'll see your RAM right here, your battery, the soldering points, and the different polarity points, the positive and negative. Got everything there. On the back, let's go ahead and take this out. On the back, this is what it'll look like. In some cartridges, you can see the little squares, the pattern of this, your dots over here, and then kind of your like exclamation point right here. I don't think it's an exclamation point. It's not, but the kind of eye and the circle. You'll see this on every legitimate cart. So this cart is fully and absolutely legit, and honestly, does not look like it's ever been gone into. I don't think it's ever been gone into. I thought it may have, but that may be an original battery. I'm not entirely sure. What's interesting is how it sits on top of another piece of that. Okay. I imagine these are not fun to swap batteries because they're really, really small and tight. With the older Game Boy cartridges, at least there's more space to work with. Let's go ahead and put the screw back in here. And I have endless content ideas as far as like showing videos working on this stuff and how frustrating it can be. And there are plenty of people who are experts out there, but I am not one of them. So for me, it was a little frustrating at times. Okay, that's screwed in there really tight. So before it was a little loose, now it's not loose at all. There's no play there at all. So I've got a better idea. Well, first, let's check and see if this red one works. And let's see if we've got any save files. So I like these SPs because you can actually adjust brightness. And this amount of backlit screen is all you really need. And you can play it outside by turning it lower. Oh, the memories. The memories. Does it say continue? Does it say batteries run dry? Internal batteries run dry. Game can be played, however clock-based events will no longer occur. So that's what I love about these newer games, is that you can still play. They have 2 hours and 0 badges on here. Very interesting. I could definitely put in a new battery on here, but what I love about so Fire Red and Leaf Green don't even have internal batteries like this. They don't need to keep track of a clock-based event, whereas some of these other games, Sapphire, let me clear that up. Sapphire, Ruby, and Emerald do have clock-based events, but they can play without the battery being swapped. That's what I love about some of these newer games. You cannot save your game on the old games unless you have a new battery. So like game like this, it's legit, it's authentic. There's no reason to take the battery out and mess with or tamper with it at all. I don't care that it doesn't have clock-based events. That's not a big deal to me. Anyways, everything here works. We can pull up where they last were in the game. I hope this brings you guys plenty of memories. Got a Whismer on there. And we're using Ralts. All right, so I'm gonna turn that off. And I will be playing this Sapphire game. I'll be starting a new game and playing that on my new Game Boy, and that will be up for sale not too long from now on my Mercari store. Just want to make sure everything was legit. I'm going to save this one for last. This is the last thing in this mail day, and successfully we have opened up everything. I was going to spread everything out, but honestly this will be done within an hour, or a little bit over an hour. This is the issue with shipping out large items. We've got a hole on this side, we've got a hole on this side. I'm not sure if that was meant to happen, but they could definitely look in and see what was in there, which definitely is not reassuring to me. But let's go ahead and get this open. This comes from Haley. Okay. All right. Got this out. Whew. So, whoa. So I honestly didn't even expect this. I was thinking this was something else. Okay. So this finally came in. We got a GameCube. Finally got my hands on a GameCube. Wow, this thing is freaking heavy. Good Lord. This thing is heavy. I'm sure that was a pretty penny to ship. And attached to this GameCube is the Game Boy player. If you guys don't know, check this out. The Game Boy goes in right here, snaps in there. Now I can hook up directly to my TV and play Game Boy games on the TV, which is exactly why I bought a GameCube. just so that I could play Game Boy games on the TV. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. And I do have to clean this up. It was not professionally taken apart or cleaned. It comes with a controller, which I will be able to play the Game Boy game with. We got a black controller. Wouldn't have it any other way. Y'all know I like black on black. That works for me. And we've got two games that came in here. We've got two of my first ever GameCube games. We've got Rogue Leader, that looks like fun, and Rebel Strike. Both of these look great. I love these old GameCube games. That's super dope. But didn't really care about that. It was just a part of the listing. This is what we care about right here, the Game Boy player. So as you guys know, I'm collecting a lot of these Game Boy consoles now. With the Game Boy player disc, I'll be able to put this disc in my GameCube, and with the Game Boy player, I will now be able to play Game Boy games. Now, you don't have to have this disc. There are workarounds around this, but I wanted to do it the OEM way. So we have our pamphlet here. We have the bottom part that has the Game Boy player attached to it. And if you open this up, you've got a Game Boy, you've got the Game Boy disc. If you put this disc into your GameCube, it will allow you to play the Game Boy. I will try and get some footage on this and show you guys me playing Game Boy on the big screen. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the last item. I have no way right off the bat of making sure that works, but I do think it's cool that it has everything it comes with. That's really, really cool. I'm just nervous to make sure everything works now. I should have time before I go to work to make sure everything works. We've got your power source, your GameCube power source.
Is it the GameCube that came here?
Dude, I love the color of this. This is straight nostalgia. Does this not feel how heavy this thing is? Feel how heavy this is. That was loud.
Yeah.
That is heavy, right?
It's like a weight. You can use that as a weight.
Now, hopefully, everything works. Let's go ahead and open it up. Ooh. Now, as some preface, I never had a GameCube, ever. All my friends had the GameCube. I did not. They had the Nintendo 64. I did not. So, all this stuff is honestly completely new to me. Never had it, which makes it just as fun. We've got our AV cable here, so that we've got our graphics. And I actually have a converter. This is how I've been able to use my N64 on my big screen. I have a converter box. I bought it off Amazon from some random company. It still works to this day. I've had it for about 3 years now. I used to play N64 a lot when I first bought mine a couple years ago. But anyways, we're pretty much done with all the mail. Yeah, pretty much done with all the mail. I do realize there are other things that still haven't gotten here that I ordered weeks ago. So I'm gonna have to see what's up with that. Let's, without further ado, get into the last piece. Now, one of our subscribers who really, really loves this Pokemon is going to love this opening. If I can get it open, so I need help. Okay, I've opened it from the side. Let's get this open. You can tell that I'm a genius as I try and shake this thing out and stab myself in the process. I love this knife. Okay, we have something very special here. Let's get this open. Another one of these crossed off my list. Been wanting this one for a long time, and it looks so much better in person. I'm super happy with it. Whew, I was a little bit nervous about this card. Looks way better in person. Dun da da da! Shining Mewtwo. This thing is gorgeous. Look at this card. I'm not a huge Mewtwo fan, but I'm definitely glad to add this card to my collection. It's a card that I've wanted for a long time. I still really want the Shining Charizard and Shining Tyranitar really, really badly. But those, we'll get to that road when we get to it. This is only a 7. Now, I know some of you might say, well, why did you get a 7, Ryan? Why didn't you get an 8 or a 9? Well, a 9 would have been probably $1,000. An 8 probably would have been $600. So I went with a 7. I picked this up for about $300. I'm pretty happy with it. Overall, it's still a beautiful card. It has some very light scratches, which I could see in the high resolution photos taken of it in a listing. But now looking at it in person, I honestly can't see any flaws with this other than some tiny, tiny surface scratches. It's really sad that this card was bought and sent in and only got a 7. That had to have been devastating for the person that sent this in, honestly. This thing is beautiful, and I'm really, really excited to have another one of these crossed off my list. Now I have to end the video. It's going to take forever to upload this, and I got to get ready for work. Anyways, peace out. Peace out, guys. Whew, excuse me, I just burped. Peace out, guys. I will be uploading content showing gameplay with the GameCube Game Boy player. I'm very skeptical that all this stuff is going to work after 20 years, but we're going to go ahead and give it a try. I've got, I got a new color. I got some SPs. I got my modded first Game Boy Advance. We got 2 more Legendary Collection Lava theme decks. I got Game Boy Silver, Pokemon Silver crossed off my list. We got another Blaine deck, another Quaplus deck. Very bountiful mail day. I'm honestly happy with everything. I wish the silver would have been a little bit better condition, but that's what I get for buying a silver for $117. That doesn't happen a lot, especially with the game still playing and saving. But anyways, that's a wrap, guys. Peace. I hope you guys enjoy the mail day. Let me know what your thoughts are below, and we have a lot of content coming. I will be working back to back the next couple days at the bar, so you may not be hearing from me. What I would like to do next is a live stream to hang out with everybody. Now that I've got all my mail covered, I'd like to hang out with everybody and chop it up in a live stream. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching these videos and supporting me along the way. Peace.